Benjamin is my name. I grew up in Jamaica, became a medical doctor there, and I'm very thankful, very excited to be on this line with you all. And while I, did the medical stuff, I veered over into becoming a distributor in automobiles. And, my wife and I successfully did that for about 16 years. And then we veered over into the network marketing space in 2010. And then that allowed us to, develop leadership skills. Had the privilege of going over to Nigeria, lived there for a short period of time, about 8 years. And then we moved back to the US. And in 2020, while being in Nigeria, we got introduced to the idea of trading. I'd never traded before. The idea came to me mainly because we were in the lockdown and we were looking for a way to generate more money because during the lockdown, you couldn't go out and do the things you normally do. So I started off my journey with this community as an affiliate. Xtreamfx Global Academy was not the name at the time. It evolved into this, and we've been in business going into 3 years, for almost 3 years in business. So I started as an affiliate, a little over $100 that I got registered with at the time. You could register with $168 as an affiliate or $249. And then I went about marketing the services to people, $500 a month. I would earn $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. I've earned $2,500 in a week. I've helped one member use this comp plan. He was in Nigeria, earned $20,000 a month. All right. So, and then I've witnessed people earn $100,000 a month in this comp plan. So I know this compensation plan on your screen is a very powerful compensation plan. And for those who put the work in, you could definitely make some good money on this side of our program. So what is it that I marketed? What it is that those who are affiliates market? What we market is the education. We market education for people to come and learn how to trade the financial markets and make money for themselves. All right, that's ultimately what we market. I consider this the supreme way to generate money. When I look at the experiences I've had, and many other people, you could sell your time in the form of a job. That's something that I could do. I could go find a job if I wanted to, and sell my time and get money for it. Or I'm a medical doctor as well. So I could see patients and they would pay me for the service I deliver to them. And that way I'm selling a service as a doctor. And then I could also make products. Like I used to buy and sell products. You could make them or buy and sell them. And I used to buy and sell automobiles. I used to buy and sell, parts and stuff like that. I make money. So there are different ways to make money. And then network marketing is I consider that an improved way to make money because you get leverage. You could have a large organization with thousands of people doing a small purchase every month of a product or a service, and you get an override, a commission over thousands of people buying these products and services, and you get paid every single month or week in some cases, like we do here in Xtream, based on the number of members you have in the community. So network marketing is powerful. But ladies and gentlemen, I must say that the supreme way to earn money in the world right now is using technology. If you're not using technology to make money, I believe you're going to be using a donkey cart method of earning money because technology earns money faster, it's more efficient, it uses less of our time, we're much less involved. So technology is, to me, the supreme way to generate money versus selling our time, selling our products, selling our service. Those are good ways, nothing wrong with them. But, we have the technological advantages in today's day and age. So in Xtream, you can learn about the $7.3 trillion foreign exchange market. And for the purposes of our conversation, I'm going to lean on at least one or possibly two individuals to help me in this conversation. It's interactive, and we're going to dive in, right? So the education that we offer has produced students that have earned, believe it or not, and I know it's something hard to digest, but we have 2 students on record that earned over $1 million in their first year. So while I was busy doing the marketing, they were busy getting the education that I was selling. And they earned way more money than I did because the marketing side, $1 million a month is there available, but, or even $1 million a year. But it takes a while to get there. It takes a while. And I saw students, rocking $200,000 their first year. A lot of students didn't earn any money. A lot of students didn't earn any money. So let me just hit that nail on the head, right? So the education is very powerful, but it's a steep learning curve. And what makes it steep is that if you're going to trade in the old traditional way, you'll have to master marking up these charts. So I had to go to class and learn how to put these lines on here and stuff. And it wasn't easy to identify what we call a breakout where you could put in a trade and make money. Okay, it wasn't easy. And this chart intimidated me. I felt overwhelmed the first time I saw these numbers over here and I saw these buttons over here and then more buttons down here. And it's like, when am I going to be able to understand all of these buttons and what they mean and use them to be able to function? That's how I felt. And maybe somebody out there felt the same way. If you felt the same way, put a 1 in the chat. If you, when you saw this, if you have ever seen it before, or you're seeing this chart for the first time, and somebody tells you you're going to have to analyze this chart and, you know, make a decision about this chart, and then you can make money. If you feel like this is a lot of information to take in before you get to a point of making money, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like how I felt, because that's how I felt when I saw this. Nonetheless, I met individuals that had earned so much money doing it that I determined that I had to learn it as well, because it's an efficient, effective way to make money if you get the skill down. I did not get to the point where I could use it to make money. I was doing okay, but I didn't get to the point where I could say without, confidently that I was earning money consistently using that chart. So thankfully, we got the Xtreamfx Global Academy partnered up with a developer of an amazing technology, which I'm going to share with you here shortly, right? So we'll know branded is Xtreamfx Safe to Trade. It's available on our website. I'm going to show it to you shortly. So young entrepreneur student, $89 a month. Forex student, $99 a month, and then $159 a month as a Forex index binary options. So here's the Safe to Trade technology. Xtreamfx Safe to Trade technology. Just come to the education tab if you want to find it. Just come to our website. Education is right here. You can see the education tab right there at the top of our screen. And then you scroll down, you'll see our educational packages. These are monthly fees that we pay to have access to the education program and learn. Okay, $89 a month, $99 a month, $159 a month. These include classes, video library, also Trade Ideas sent to us through a Telegram chat that you could use for education, but also use it to make money when you learn how to trade. Hey, BB, if you could help me keep the phones muted, if you don't mind. All right, so Xtreamfx Safe to Trade product is $599 for the year to have a license to use it for 1 full year, and then you'll pay $75 a month for what are known as signals, right? I'm going to show you how that breaks down. Now, this is a game changer. It is a game changer. So let me find 2 people, one person who has traded and one maybe who has never traded before. And okay, so let me just scroll through these names here and see who. Keith. Hi, Keith Shakespeare. How are you? Shakespeare is a big name, man. Is that Shakespeare's your real last name? That's huge.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow. Big up, man. All right, where are you streaming from? Yeah, Keith, where are you streaming from?
Oh, Kingston, Jamaica.
Kingston, nice. All right, have you ever traded before, Keith?
I did something, yes, but it was at them times when you have to do your Fibonacci and your what have you. And sometime by the time you figure it out, you lose the trade,
I love the way you say that. All right, Keith, do you mind being my co-pilot to look at this technology and discuss it to see if it's simple and easier than Fibonacci?
Okay, man. Okay.
All right, great. So stay unmuted. All right. Farmer, F-A-M-A, Farmer. Do you mind unmuting? I hope I'm saying your name right. Farmer, F-A-M-A, Finer. Oh, that's not Farmer. Oh, my apologies, Finer. Oh, forgive me. All right, my eyes played a trick on me there. But Finer, I know Finer, I don't know if you got your product yet.
I think I've attended some of your Zooms before.
Have you purchased the product yet?
Not yet, sir.
All right, have you traded before, Finer?
Yes, I have.
All right, great. So Keith was talking about this website. Do you know this website, TradingView?
Yes, I do.
All right, and Keith was talking about this Fibonacci retracement stuff. I don't even know the top or bottom of it.
Yeah. Then he walked away.
And you're right. By the time you figure out where it's gonna bounce off from, you get a trade, you probably will miss the trade. Even if you figure out what this thing on the screen is called Fibonacci, right? So guys, here's the great news. We no longer have to go through all of that, right? Generally, MetaTrader 4 looks like this, generally speaking. But if you purchase a safety trade product from us, it will change your MetaTrader 4 to look like this, right? Man, I missed a sweet trade just for this presentation. Man, it was so nice. Nicely set up. It's this one, this trade BB. And Nas, right? This trade right here. Anyway, let's get into it. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm really, really grateful, very excited about this technology on the screen. So Stephen, when you traded, when you were trading, I should say, what were you trading? What asset were you trading? What asset were you trading, Keith?
US dollar against the pound or US against Canadian.
Okay, all right, so GBP USD and USD Canadian dollar. All right, I got it. All right, so in this box, everyone, especially those of us who are relatively new to trading, on the screen is what's called MetaTrader 4. If you buy the safety trade product, it will change your MetaTrader 4 from looking like this plain one to this very beautiful red and green with these arrows pointing down, red down, green up, and also this wavy line running through the screen and this blue line here, and these 5 areas down here called indicators, okay? Now over here to the left are the symbols and numbers, if you see them. If we right click in the space and click the word symbols, if you click the word symbols, you'll see this box. And this box, it literally, as small as it is connected to $7 trillion of money in the world. Okay, $7 trillion. So you know, the pairs that you mentioned, Keith, right? We could see them here, right? GBP USD, okay, that we could trade from here, USD Canadian dollar. And then we have indices, okay, like NAS 100, US 30, Japan's top 225 companies, oil. You can trade oil from your computer. You could trade gold, silver right here. It's right here, gold versus the dollar, platinum versus the dollar, silver versus the dollar, and gold versus the euro, all available to you at your fingertips. And then cryptocurrencies like BTC, Ethereum, Dash, Solana, XRP. Some of you are now hearing about those. You may know them. And then also stocks like Amazon, Google, Facebook, Ford, Toyota, and so forth. So we have the world's financial markets available to us through a laptop or a phone, along with a licensed broker. Every country has, the governments of all our countries have licensed brokers that give you access to the world's financial markets. A lot of people don't know that your phone or laptop is a money earning machine, but a lot of people are unaware that it's connected to the world's financial markets with such ease. Okay, so let's talk about how we can make some money, all right? We can make some money. So to trade, it's pretty, to use this is to put in a trade. It's very quick and easy. You'll just right click in this box, look for the word trading, click the word new order, and you could I could literally put in a trade right now if I wanted to. All right, the market was moving in a way I decided. And I literally, if I want to trade and I earn money on it, I could withdraw that money right away, and in a couple of hours I have it. That's how powerful trading is. So unlike, you know, I have to sit down, you know, at a place, work for a full month, and then get money at the end, which if you master trading, what it means is that you're literally going to be able to just simply have your laptop, right click. Isn't this cool, Keith? Right? Isn't this cool, Keith? Fine. Isn't this amazing? Right? Right click in this box, right? Click this word trading, click new order. Then you put in the order. And then if you win the trade and it comes out in your favor, in a couple of hours, you could withdraw your cash. Isn't that amazing? Keith, are you with me? Are you there?
It's excellent.
Fina, you said what?
It is very, very excellent.
Very excellent, right? So that's the day and age we're living in, because the older way to make money is to go to a job and maybe work for a full month and then get paid at the end of the month. or you have to sell some products to a company and then maybe they pay you within 3 to 6 months, or you may, have a service that you deliver like a doctor, you get paid after seeing a patient, or a lawyer, you get paid after seeing a client. Guys, those are the older ways to generate money. But here today, once you have this type of technology at your disposal, it's going to make life much simpler. So Keith, if you're still there, fine. If you're still there, let's look at how we can identify a trade. You said GBP USD. Are you there? Great British Pound versus the dollar. Are you still there, Keith? Hopefully Keith is with me. All right. If not, Fina, are you there?
Oh, yes, I'm here.
All right. So let's look at what happened with GBP USD today to see what the system does. There are 4 simple things we need to look for to identify a trade. 4 things. Okay, fine. 4 simple things. And I'm going to just slide the screen down. I'm going to, on the right, just for everybody's purpose, on the right, you should have your 1-minute chart. On the left, you should have what's called a 5-minute chart. All right. If you look up here, it's kind of small, but it says GBP USD M1. That means 1 minute. And over here, it says M5, which means 5 minutes. That's why you should look at the charts for beginners, and beginners should always start with 1 minute and 5 minutes. That's how a beginner should begin. All right. So finally, if you could identify these 4 things, and if Keith is still there, if you could identify these 4 things, you could trade. Let's go to the beginning of, if you trade GBP, let's go before the session began this morning, and let's look at what was going on. All right. So let's say we're here in the morning before the session began. This blue section means the session. That's what I mean. Right? Session meaning London, New York session overlap. That's what I mean. All right. So this morning in Eastern Standard Time, this is about 7 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Can you see the screen, Fina?
Yes, I can see it clearly.
All right. Can you see this red line running up and down? Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
All right. So this red line, what it represents is what's called a moving average. Okay. And it's just the price that is the average price through time on this particular asset. All right. So below this line, these red and green things are called candlesticks. These red things are called candlesticks. The thin part is called a wick. The thin line above it is called a wick, and then the body of the candle. All right. So that's what they call them. So wherever these candles are, it means the price is there. Can you see that white number to the line running up and down? Can you see that white number?
Yes, I can see it.
All right. So wherever we are at a particular point in time, that's the price. Okay. That's the price. So do you agree with me that at this point, let me start here. At this point, the candles are above
We're getting. Not here. I was up the road there.
Okay, somebody up the road there and Keith, are we hearing you over there? All right. So fine out. All right. Or Keith, you could stay unmuted, Keith, but try to tell him to be quiet in the background. All right. So fine. Do you see the candles are above this red line? Can we agree on that?
Yes, I can see it.
So every minute, one of these candles pop on the screen, and then do you see this red arrow that popped on the screen pointing down?
Yes, I can see the arrow.
Right. So when that red arrow pops up, it means that what's called a safety trade is about to form. All right. For what's called a sell position. All right. So can you see that everything down here is red? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see that they're all red?
Yes, they are all red.
Great. Before, there were 2 were green and 3 were red, right? You could see that, right? Before. And then it changed to all red. All right. So once that happens, you have now 3 things that you have checked off. 1, the price was above the red line. 2, the red arrow popped up saying the price may go down and form a safety trade. 3, these 5 things here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all red. So let's wait and wait. We need to wait for the 4th one to turn green. When the 4th one turns green, that's your opportunity to put in a safe trade. All right. Final. Keith, can you see now that the 4th one from the bottom is green? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, it is green.
Keith, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm with you.
Great. So once we see this, we're going to put in what's called a sell stop. Now, a sell stop is an order that we're going to tell the broker that if these candles start coming down, they should put us in the trade. The broker will also know the candles keep going up. It will not put us in the trade and not take any money from our account. But if it goes down in our direction, we want them to put us in the trade and potentially open up an opportunity to make money. So this green line that I just put on the screen is generally where you put your entry point. And then you're going to put in a take profit line of about 3 pips, right? Depending on the time of the day, this could be 1 pip or 3 pips, depending on the time of the day you're trading GBP USD, okay? So the 4 things have been met, right? Right, Fina, Keith? First,
Yes.
the price was above the red line, that's 1. 2, the red arrow came on the screen. 3, everything turned red. Then 4, this one turned green. Once that happened, we put in an order. We put in the entry down here because it's going to be a sell. The reason it's a sell is that there are 4 reds and only 1 green. If it was 4 green and 1 red, we would go for a buy. So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Did you win that trade, Fina or Keith? Did you win that trade?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
yes. Keith, did we do any Fibonacci?
No.
Did we talk about retracement and and also support resistance? And we have to identify the highs and the lows and the lower high and the higher lows and the series of them. Did we talk about any of that?
Not at all.
Not at all. We simply identify 4 simple things, identify the point of entry, put an order in, and allow the market to do what it does. All right, so that's one winning trade on GBP USD. Before, this morning, it's about 7 a.m., right? So let's go ahead. Can you see the same thing happen not too long after? Can you see that the same thing happened again, Fina?
Yes.
Yes, I can see it.
All right, so in this case, generally when it happens the second time, the second one is not as good as the first. You're advised as a beginner to only go for the first one and not the second one, right? And in training, you're going to get some things to look for. For example, when this happened, you're supposed to look over here. You're supposed to scroll and look over to your 5-minute chart, which we won't talk about too much today, but you're supposed to check your 5-minute chart, but you'll get training on it. So just remember that. All right. So going ahead. Let's put another trade in, all right, which, beginners shouldn't, but the intermediate level would. Would you have won the second trade, Fina, Keith? Could you see the candles went up and came back down? Would you have won the second trade as well?
Yeah, you could do a little thing there.
Yes, of course, you won the second trade, right? All right. So let's keep moving forward to see what happened during the day. Can you see this red box? It's called a box. This wiggly thing is called a box. B-O-K-K. Now, can you see that the red turned to green here?
Yeah.
Yes.
So once this happens, this is no longer the setup for a buy. This is no longer a safe pattern for a buy. Okay. So as we go forward, let's see what happened. The market kind of went up, went down, went up. So if you're trying to get a buy, it came back down, it touched the line, but it didn't go all the way down. Right. So this looks like the market wants to go in the opposite direction. So time is passing by. Can you see that a green arrow popped up on the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So when this happens, we need to wait for all 5 down here to be green. Are all these 5 green? Red, green, red. Are they all green?
No.
No.
Right, great. So we're going to wait until they're all green. All right, wait. Are they all green now?
Yes, they are all green.
Right. So a beginner has to wait until this one turns red right here. Green, red, green. And then when that happens, you are putting an order just above the line, right? Expecting it to turn back around. And let's see if it turned back around. You'd have gone for the buy. So this time now, you're waiting for this to turn around and go back up. Let's see what happens. It didn't, right? It sold off very aggressively and everything turned red. A red arrow came up. You see that everything turned red. And now we're going to wait again until right here turns green. Can you see that? All right?
Yeah.
So what would have happened to a trader when they see this going down and you jump in here thinking this is going to continue selling down and then it reverses on us like this, we lose money. I've happened to me many times. Has that ever happened to you, Keith? You're taking it down and it looks like it's going to go down and it turns around on you and you lose money?
Yes.
Okay, great. So now let's see if the trader is here to help you not to make that happen again. All right, so here's where you put your entry. You put the entry down below this line. All right, and then you go for 1 to 3 pips. Let's see what happened. Red, green, red. This is during session. Let's see if you won that trade. All right, it went up. It stayed red. This stayed red. This is green. You could still stay in the trade. Let me just walk us through this a bit. When this happens, what you should do is that when you see go up higher, like you start off here, when you see go up higher, you could move your entry up because the red line has gone up. All right, so it's gone up higher. All right, so you move everything up, okay, and then move forward, and you see you would have been able to catch that trade. You could see that, right? Okay, that trade would have been one. All right, that's just a little tip, okay, on how to maneuver yourself when the trade is active, when the market is active, I should say. All right, so there we go. All right, so that's another sell again. We saw another one here. All right, and this one is what we call a dirty sell. Once the red changes to green, you're not supposed to do that. Beginners are not supposed to do that. But an advanced level person would have checked this and seen that this bar is red on the 5 minute. Okay, and then for those who are paying attention, look at this 5 minute call out on the left. Right, look at this 5 minute call out. What type of trade is this, final? Right here, Keith, red, 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 green. What type of trade is that?
It's a sell.
It's a sell. So on the 5 minute chart, you could have put in an order here, right? Right, it went up, came down. You could have closed it, put another entry here. When it came back up, and look at this big win. Look at this humongous win, right? This morning. This is this morning, guys, right? That's what 69 points or pips. Now, if you traded $1 per point, Keith, and you won this trade this morning, and you traded $1 per point, how much would you earn off? Let's say 70. It's 69. But let's say 70 at the bottom, right? All right. 70 times $1 per point. How much money is that?
$70.
If you traded $10 per point, how much money would you have earned?
700.
700. You look how many minutes this took you to earn that money. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 minutes from here to here. Now, some people work a full week, sometimes a month in some countries to earn $700. And here in 12 minutes, there are people who earned $70, $700, and I will tell you that some people earn $7,000. I observed a gentleman today. He's a part of the community with this technology. Today, he earned $31,000 using the technology. So understand that this is, $31,000 in a few hours. Ladies and gentlemen, some people don't earn $31,000 for an entire year working a job. And here, technology has allowed for people to earn $31,000 in a few hours. And we saw that today. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand that what we have our hands on here is not a hype thing. It's just an advancement. And if you get involved and you start using it, your life is going to become better, right? Here's another sell again, another 5 minute. You could see red, 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 green, red. Can you see that, Keith?
Yeah.
Final? Can you see that?
Yes, I can see it.
Right. You notice that after this happened, the market went down. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Every time it does it. Whether it's the red, 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 green, or the green, 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 red. The only thing that could happen is that if sometimes it will change, and like here, we're changed to green, green, red, green. You see, it went down, so you didn't get a chance to make any money because it didn't turn back around in your direction. And that's why we use buy stops and sell stops. So just in case it doesn't keep going, just in case the market continues in its direction, you don't lose any money because you didn't open a live trade. You're waiting for it to go in your direction first before it puts you in. Okay. So all right. So that is the part on the using this screen. I'll talk about some 1 hour trades in a second. But I want to talk about the scanner.
Can I ask a question before you go to the scanner, please?
Sure.
Yeah, how do you know where to put the stop loss and take profit?
I'm going to put that right now on this one. Do you see that these two red arrows pointing down? NZD JPY, NZD CAD. Can you see that, Keith?
Yeah.
XAU USD, which is gold versus the dollar. So this scanner scans over 200 different symbols on different time frames, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, and sends us messages as to when these patterns, this pattern that I called out, when it has been met. So instead of sitting down going through the charts to look for it, you could simply wait for this to tell you on NZD CAD, there's an opportunity right now. So we'll come over here and look for NZD CAD, right? We'll put one here on the 5-minute chart. I will put one here on the 1-minute chart. So when we look at it, we could see that the parameters were met. Okay, you could see that, right, Keith? Well, and in fact, it was called out a few minutes ago. When it's brand new, you'll see this blue, red, yellow thing blinking beside it. But when it's less than 5 minutes, you'll see this going up and down. And when it's still, like these are solid, it's more than 5 minutes since they were called out. Okay. So we're looking at one right now. Let's look at this one. All right. So you could see when it was called out, two different trades happened here. You could see first red, 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 green, red. So the system sent you a message to tell you that on NZD CAD, there's an opportunity for a sell. So if you had the system, you could have put in an entry point here. So final, your entry would have gone here. Okay. This is your entry point, which is about a 1/2 inch to a 1/4 inch below this line. Somebody,
Okay.
That you getting black pepper over there, Keith?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Okay. All right. You're gonna cook up a storm, right? Okay. So here, final. About a 1/2 inch to a 1/4 inch below this red line. That's where you put your entry. Okay.
Okay.
Now your TP is going to be 1 to 3 pips as a beginner. So when you put in 1 pip on this is NZD CAD, it's literally about here, depending on the time of the day, from here to here. Okay. And then your stop loss, once this activates, once the trade turns around and touches this, then you're gonna drag this and put it up here if you're using the laptop. If you're not using the laptop, then you have to mark this and identify, okay, here's gonna be where my stop loss is. So when the trade is open, okay, but some of these trades go so fast that sometimes by the time you try to drag it to put in your stop loss, you'd have 1 or 2 or 3 pips, all right? But you should still put in your stop loss, okay? Make sure you do it all the time. So do you understand where to put your stop loss now? Just above this hook, this is where the reversal happened. So when it came down and touched this top line, your trade would be live. Once your trade is live, you could go ahead and put your stop loss here. Or ahead of time, if you want, you could put your stop loss if the reversal has already happened.
New safety trade alert.
Okay?
New safety trade alert.
Do you understand that, Fina?
Yes, I do. Thank you very much.
Great. Did you win that trade? You see that the trade won?
Yes, we won it.
All right. And another one is actually, we would have given the entry a little bit higher here, but you could see that another one is winning. All right. So it hasn't completed yet. But you can see another one is in motion. Okay. You can see that, right? And the system called these out, everyone. So without having to sit down and look at the charts, you could wait, like what Esther did. Esther did this. Look at GER30 M1 sell stop 1, right? German 30, that's the top 30 stocks in Germany. Okay. If you want to trade Germany stocks, Keith, you could do this right here from your laptop, okay, or your phone. So the system is giving us the data. See, final, red, 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 green, red. What type of trade is this?
It's a sell.
Good. And then you put your entry just below this line, right? You come here, you put your entry point just below that line, and you go for 1 to 3 pips, okay? And you could see that the trade just jumped down. You could see that little green dot in here, and your stop loss should be just above here, right? Maybe I'll go a little bit higher, right? But you could see this trade already activated. You could have closed it with this little bit of profit, or you could wait, give it a chance to go down. That's GER30 that the system just called out a while ago, all right? In front of us, everybody, heard that, right? And where's the new? Oh, it's gone already. Maybe it's more than 5 months. No, it's right here. All right, so it's right here. So this is an amazing system, everyone, that we have the privilege of purchasing and using as our personal technology that you're going to use to do your trading. From the comforts of your home, wherever you live in the world. Once you have a phone and a laptop, you're in business. Now, on this scanner, we'll come back to that in a second. On the scanner, we have multiple time frames. For the very busy people, let's say, you know what, man, I do not have the time to be on a chart. You could trade what are called 1-hour trades. So let's look at this 1-hour trade. NAS 100, buy stop, AU, let's go a little further. All right, so US 30, buy stop, 1-hour trade on the 4th of September. All right, so we could look on the 4th of September and see what happened with this buy, 1-hour buy. So let's go to US 30. We're going to put US 30 on here. I'm going to leave this here. Let me just delete these lines before I forget. All right, so we'll finish with that example. All right, finish with that example. But let's look at US 30. Okay, let's look at US 30 really quickly. Okay, and when you're looking at your 1 hour trades, you should have your 4 hour on the left and the 1 hour on the right. If you do not know what a 4 hour and a 1 hour is, don't worry about it. Okay, you'll get trained on it. So if you look at the 1 hour on the fourth, this is the fourth, right? The fourth, right? There's a buy stop that was called out, right? A buy was a buy, right? Was a buy. You see, it was an up arrow, right? On the 1 hour time frame. See, it was a green arrow. Okay. So if you look on it, you can see a couple of them, right? You know, green, green, red, green. You can see the market came down. You see it went back up. You'd have made money right here. Can you see that? See that, Fina?
Yes,
So,
I can see it.
right, it would have made money here. And also it happened again, came back down again, and it went back up, you could have made money here. So those who are very busy, then what you could do is that you could set these trades, because they're 1 hour trades, and set them. This is 110 points, and this one is 80 something points. And every couple of hours you look on the trade to see where it's at. Okay? So that's another strategy for those very busy people who may not have the time to be on a chart. You just check these 1 hour trades. These are powerful, man. These 1 hour and 4 hour trades, right? They are they're not as frequent as they happen like once or twice a day. But when they do, those trades are super powerful, right? If you go back, you could see just tons of them. You could see red, 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 green, red, right? Can you see that? Okay, you know, you're a very busy person in the morning, you put this in key and look at that, right? That's 306 points. Now, if you win 306 points in 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, and you traded $10 per point, how much would you earn in that time frame? Keith, 310 points, $10 a point. How much would you earn? Find out. How much would you earn?
3,000 plus?
Yes, $3,010. That's correct.
Yeah.
Right? So we could work all month and get a check for $3,000. We could work a job all month and get a check for $3,000. Or we could learn how to do this, use this technology, and make $3,000 in 1, 2, 3, 4 hours. Because these are 1 hour candles. So guys, this system is amazing, right? Here's one, Keith. Here's two, Fina, right? You could see that red, 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 green, red, right? You could see what the market did. You could see it does it every time, right? See, this was red, red, red. And the 1 hour chart, the 4 hour chart, the gentleman says he's never seen it wrong in 3 years. That developed it, okay? And so we're very grateful that Xtreamfx Global Academy has access to this technology. We're marketing it through partnership, and you could just go to our website. Just once again, for those who are trying to find out where to find it, come to our website, click education, look here. We have other packages available, educational packages for you to come to class, and also a very powerful affiliate program that you could come and be an affiliate with us and, you know, market our academy to people and earn great, great bonuses that will pay you as well. All right. So in simple terms, that's it. Any questions from anyone? All right. Any questions?
A quick comment, Dr. B. I'm listening to you a while ago when Fana said $3,000, and you go, yeah, $3,000. You say you could work a job for $3,000, or you could do this. And a thought came to me for the people who want to collapse time, get more done in less time. Then, you know, if you look at the cash flow quadrant, you know, you're employed, you're self-employed, or you build a big business, which is how a lot of people gain wealth, because they have many hours working for them while they're off doing something else. And then you become an investor. So I'm thinking to myself, well, for the person who is out of time, needs to get more done while you're working your job, keep your job, keep making your money at your job, but then some of your job money is working for you while you're working for more money. So money is coming in on both ends. You know, you're making a day what you make in a month, and you're still making that money per month to add more capital. Yes. Or, you know, of course, you could become a franchise holder of Xtream and get capital that way as well, and take that capital, trade it, and double it, triple it, 10x it. I mean, this is just something that, you know, warms my heart, because it gets to the truth of life, which is fund your dreams, fund your passion. And it shouldn't have to be that you're spending so much time working that you, A, can't take care of your health, and B, can't enjoy your money. So I love this. And, thanks for continuing to, do this with me. You and I, you really stuck to this. And I'm happy to work alongside with you, alternating this every day, because the word needs to get out. And, I encourage you guys to take it for yourself, empower your own life, and definitely share this with someone else. So Doc, over to you. I know you're in the middle of sharing how people could get the technology, but I just had to say that because I'm thinking, gosh, so many people lost money, lost their job, had health issues, had to take care of a loved one, and went backwards in their savings, and this is a way we can really collapse time and get it back. So just wanted to put that in.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Vivi. Appreciate that. All right, man. Well said. Well said. All right. So, here's on the one or the last buy stop was called out. So there's a buy stop. This box changed, right? But this before this one, these two earlier ones on the 1 hour are NAS. This is NAS 100. All right. You can see there's a buy here, green, 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 red, green. Okay. For those who took advantage of that, you made some money on that one. There's another one, came back down, created a pattern, very big win on that buy. Okay, so somebody could just put in their entry point right here, right here, and collect all of that money. Okay, for those people, and then the market changed here, so you would not have been able to get this one. Okay, but man, right, this is just super fantastic, right? Just super fantastic. I was supposed to show you guys GR30 before it finished here. Let me go back to it. GR30 on the 1 minute chart. At the end of the day, we're not going to see much. So it didn't do much. Just a little movement. All right. Any questions before we close off? Any questions? Millie, you were on. I saw your question in the chat. Let me just address that. I have to be off here before 10 minutes to everyone. So we have 5 more minutes to do question and answer.
A quick one here. The scanner. Is it a part of the whole package, or is it different?
Okay, so the scanner is in the first month it is included for free. So the first month you're gonna get it without paying. All right. So AUD NCD, here's AUD NCD being called out. Let's quickly look at that. It's probably gone already because it's almost 5 minutes since it was called out. But those are 1 minute trades. So AUD NZD, you pay $75 a month to keep. So after you pay the $599, it's included for the first month, and then afterwards you have to pay $75 a month to keep it. Yes, yes. The $599 gives you this your MetaTrader 4 looking like this for the full year before it expires. So you can always have this on your laptop at your convenience. You go on it and analyze your trades, put in your trades, and make your money. Can you see this buy here? Just 10 minutes before market close. Green, 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 red, green. Okay, you can see this, it's pushing up already. You see the system called out one just before, right? You can see this one, right, Keith? Green, 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 red, green. Can you see that?
Yeah.
You put in your entry point, final, just above here. Go for 3 pips, okay? 1, 2, 3 pips, right in there. You can see what happened. The strategy to win all of this is to open 2 trades, close one down at 5 to 10 pips, and change the second one, your stop loss, from here to entry point. So, and then you trail it. You trail it up. After the trade opens up, you trail it with your stop, what calls stop profit. Now go up. So when it reverses up here, you'd have made the money between here and here. Okay? All right? For those intermediate level people wondering, how do you get all of that? Yes, you can get all of that, and there's a strategy to do it. Okay? All right, and then the system just called out another trade on this just a while ago. So you'd be paying $75 a month to have this expert advisor sending you this data so that you do not have to sit down and to track an asset. You'll be able to just simply use the messages coming in. And that's what Esther did. Her first time using the scanner, first day she used the scanner, she's in London, she made $600. And I know the other day she made about $6,500 in a day, in a single day, using this. So she's extremely happy. Esther Put, she's in the UK. I'm not sure if she's on with us right now. Sometimes she's on and shares her story and testimony. She's a grandmother and just very happy that her trading has now become consistently profitable. Because before safety trade, it wasn't. She said her trading was not consistently profitable before safety trade. Thank you for your question, Keith. All right. Any other questions from anyone else? All right. So everyone, please get back to the person going once, going twice, going 3 times, going 4 times. Get back to the person who invited you to be on the call. All right. I recommend that you join as an affiliate. Okay. Introduce friends and family. Those of us who struggle with calling other people to share good things with them, you know, you come to a presentation like this and, you know, we say, go and invite some friends and family. And some people say, I don't like telling people and calling people and that type of stuff. Right? If you find yourself feeling a little bit uncomfortable about it, generally what's happening is that you're thinking from your reptilian brain. All of us have a reptilian brain. It's not an offensive thing. I have one. Whenever we think from it, we are selfish, we are fearful, you know, we're afraid of doing stuff, okay? When you're thinking from your frontal lobe, it's very easy to share things with other people. So if you're struggling with sharing with other people, I recommend that you Google how to think from my frontal lobe. So that way you won't feel queasy about getting paid for telling somebody about something good. All right, so affiliate, I'm not saying anybody here is struggling with that, but just in case you are, because somebody had to invite you to be here without that person telling you about this great advancement in human life. How would you know that you could right click, click trading, click new order, right? Click new order, put in an order right here. You could go either for a buy or a sell, literally put in an order and make money right here and now. In fact, let me just do this because I'm almost out of time. So I'm going to do this now in front of everybody. All right, so here's Nas, right? Nas is here. I believe it's going to buy up. This is one of my things that I do just before the market closes. I'm going to put in an order as I'm going to put in a pending order called a buy stop. Let me do this real fast. All right, real fast. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put it here. My expectation is that the market is going to open up. They usually do that over because it's trying to buy up. Let me just quickly put in my TP. 15,382. 15,380. Put
New safety trade alert. The new safety trade alert.
15,390. Yeah. All right, great. So this red line now is my take profit. So if they fool around, I'm put it on a little bit more. All right. So I believe what they're going to do is that they're going to move the market up during the close of session. Put it right down here. Modify that. And I'm going to do one on S&P 500 as well. Do that here. Guys, right? Okay. This is my stuff, right? Man, you know, making money in these days and age, you don't have to work hard for money anymore if you don't want to, right? Okay, just learn how to do these things. All right, so pull this down a bit. Okay, down to here. All right, now it's not gonna allow me to put it there. Market's pushing up a bit. Oh, wow. Okay. No. All right, so S&P, the spread on S&P is too wide. I'm gonna just delete that one. All right, delete that. All right. Okay, guys. All right, no questions. I think we're good to go. All right. Get your technology, make your money. All right. Don't play around.
Harry, can you just tell me how to save those tram line in my toolbars?
You mean the vertical line and the horizontal line?
Yeah, how do I save it so that it doesn't disappear each time?
It doesn't disappear. It just when you change the chart to another chart, that's when it looks like it disappears. So if I put it here, and then I change this from NAS to US 30, right? Okay, wait. No, it will stay on that.
No, once I turn it off and go back to it the next day, it disappears.
No. Once you close this, once you close it and reopen it, it deletes anything that was on there. I don't know how to save it overnight. So once you close it and open it, if you don't close this on your laptop and you leave it on, or if you close the app, once you close the app and click X up here and reopen it, it's gone.
Oh, so
Is it the asset or the particular pair? I think if you leave, I have to double check, but I'm trying to remember. I'm not in front of my system now, but if you leave, like how you have NAS open and SPX open with your lines, if you close the Hugo's Way app without closing each asset, when you open Hugo's Way again, it should still be there. But if you close the asset, you won't get it back.
Oh, I see.
Maybe just
I'm not
play around with
sure.
it, Millie, because you know,
Pardon?
I mean, I'm learning like you are.
I'm
Okay.
not sure. Maybe
I
you
don't
could try.
claim to be any master at this at all. You know, I'm still learning. So
You want to try it, Dr. B? Put a horizontal line, leave the asset open, but just close the app and turn it back on. I can't remember if it works because I had that challenge too. And sometimes I notice it stayed, and so that's why I'm wondering. It's kind of tested.
all right. Okay. All right. Let's see how that works out.
Okay.
But I don't want to close my app and open it back. Too much work.
Oh, you're watching some shit. Really have to test it on
All
your
right.
own. Dr. B's making
Okay,
some
all
money
right,
and you
that's
don't want to.
No, this trade, all right, for everyone who's already trading, what I'm doing is that this is in consolidation, right? So this is not really going to go up or down right now. But what happens is that when market, let me just do this. Put this on the 15 minutes. All right, if you notice, like right here, when the market switches over, right? Let me see where is that? Where is one? You know, big jump. What they do sometimes is that they are like, if you look here, it's hard to see it. I'm trying to find one. All right, so what they do some little tricky things, right? These guys, they do the banks, because the banks are the ones running this thing, right? And they do some really shady stuff. Well, let me do more shady. They do some tricky stuff. All right, you see where this big gap is? Okay, so when the market is closing from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., right? If the market closes here, and when it reopens, they did some work, right, during the closed session and put the price down here. So if you had put in a trade here for a sell, when the market reopens, you'd have won this trade, literally during that close, right? During that session. Here's another gap, but this is the gap at the close of session. If you just scroll through, you'll find them. That, you know, they do it almost every time. Not every day they do it, but most days they do it. Where, you know, when the market's closed and it's reopening, you see this gap here, right? So they wanted to sell it down because it was buying up, and they wanted to sell it down. So if you are tracking assets, you kind of have a sense of where they're going. So therefore, okay, you know what, they need to buy up tonight. So they most likely are sell down tonight. So, this gap here, you could have put in an entry here and take your profit here. So when it closes, when the market shifts over, you catch some of what's in between the gap. So that's what I'm hoping that will happen this evening. Sometimes it doesn't move. Right. So let's say this evening when it closes in a minute, probably close now. Closes in 3 minutes, right? It's gonna stop right here. And then when it opens, you could check it later on tonight. If they move it down, big deal. No sweat. But if they move it up, I would have made some money over the next hour, and I haven't really done anything, right? Except just put the order in. Okay, so that's just a tip for you guys, right? You put a buy stop or a sell stop, but you have to have a sense of where the market is going. And you could see that there's a buy trend happening, okay, but it went into consolidation at close, just before close, right? So there was not enough time left for the upward momentum to continue. So we'll generally continue during the close from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So you can check this back later on to see, if I was fortunate to win this trade or nothing happened, right? See, it's chat. Various people activate me just before market. I usually don't like it when it does that, but let me move it up a little bit more. It's a little touch.
Disclaimer in place. Disclaimer in place.
Hey guys, I'm no financial advisor, man. I'm just giving you a tip on what things I'm doing, right? So, but learn and practice this in a demo. Don't put it in a live account. practice so you understand what I'm suggesting that you could do, because this is a cute little strategy, you know. But you know, let's see what happens. All right, market closes in 2 more minutes. So you know, let's see what happens in an hour from now. In an hour from now, we'll get the answer, right? But my expectation is that it's gonna open up higher because they're trying to buy up. Okay, they're gonna open up higher. They're trying to buy up. All right, that's my expectation. I don't think they're trying to. The market has been selling like crazy. If we go back, you see like selling from last night, you know, into today. Today was a big sell-off, right? A lot of people made some money on sales today. The system called out these sales. See, you know, the sales were called out by the system. Look at this. The sell-off was called out by the system. A couple of these were called out. You see another one here, right? When this all went all the way down from here to here, you could have put this trade in on a 1 minute time frame. Just a lot of opportunities, and then started buying up, and then you could see the buys coming up, and telling you when to buy and when to put, you know, put in your trade, and see that. Right, guys, this stuff is, you know, becoming simple and easy, right? All right, cool. All right, so good, that's locked in.
Yes, sir.
All right, so like, guys, get your technology, invite people, please tell friends and family about what we're doing. Let's be on here tomorrow, Thursday, same time, and BB or myself will be handling the conversation, as we have others who can handle it. We'll spread, you know, the love around, and more people will come on here and do the presentations as more people start using their technology and making money, like Esther and many others who are doing well. Marlon, I could just list a bunch of people that, you know, Dan, he grew $300 to, I think, 3,000 in his first 2 weeks after practicing and learning how to use it. So a lot of success is out there, and we want to see you have your success as well. Right? Click trading, click new order, boom. Right? You just saw me put in an order, and tomorrow we'll know the result. All of you will know, because you could see the entry price right now. You could open up later and check to see what happened with NAS. You know, I'll check it. All right? You could all check to see if it went up or it stayed down. Right? But I'm going to bet, not bet like gambling, but just based on the system and just knowledge. And oh, by the way, see, it's a buy, right? It's a buy. Could you see that? What is this, Bridget? Green, red, green, right? What is this, Shakespeare? What is this, Keith? What is this, Final?
Green,
It's a-
up.
It's a buy.
Is it not a buy stop? I wasn't even looking at that part. I was just looking at the trend overall and doing close a day of what they're about to do. All right. So I think this buy is gonna happen after when they close right now, when they open back up. I think that you're gonna see the market open up higher, right? You can't put in an order now. The market is it's closed, right? But I think when we come back, you know, we're gonna see a gap from here to somewhere here. That's what I think is gonna happen. We'll see. We're all fine. All right, guys.
Let's check it up tomorrow when we start the session, yeah?
Yeah, we could go back and see what took place. Definitely. All right,
Thank you.
definitely. All right, final. All right, guys. I love and
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
everybody.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much
Keith.
for.
Thank you, final.
Thank you.
Thank you, Millie. All right. All right, guys, get back to the one who gave you the privilege to be on our call, and they will help you to get registered so you can purchase your product. Congratulations as well to Oliver, who got his system, and the other gentleman that mentioned his name that got their system, that's waiting to get set up, patiently waiting to get set up. All right, you're good to go, man. All right, Kirk, you're good to go.
Dr. B.
Hey, Robert.
Hey,
Yeah, are you flying already?
doing?
Are you flying already?
No, okay, now when does the training, you said the training starts like every Monday?
Yeah, okay, so in the email that you got with the indicators, there is a link in that email for what's called a Calendy, CALENDY. Look for that link in that email, and then and register for the next training.
Now when am I supposed to do that, or am I supposed to wait until I get the next word of what to do?
No, in the email, you got an email with the indicators and the link for a Calendy. Calendy. Just look in the email, read it through. You'll see a link for the Calendly. Okay?
Okay, well, I haven't received that yet then.
Yes, in there, man. You see, because you got set up. You have indicators already. So if you have indicators, you have to have that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm set up with that, but I thought I was waiting for the training from.
Yeah, Bridget, I'm just trying to explain it to you, Robert.
Huh?
Robert, look at the email from Tanya Delia Gonzalez. She would have sent 3 things. She sent you your indicators. She also sent a Word document. And when you open up the Word document, it has all the next steps to set up the appointment to get your indicators set up, as well as an appointment calendar for your training setup. So there are 2 calendars, one for our educator to help you configure your custom indicators for safety trade, and another calendar to book up an appointment with the developer for training on Monday. And then you would have seen a separate email with your login. Look for the Word document and open
well, that's
up
what I'm saying. I haven't received that yet.
Did you do your NDA already? Did you sign a non-disclosure agreement already?
Yeah, I set up my account, the indicators and all of that, and then then you know how you fill out the form that they sent you to give them okay that everything is okay. And that was the last thing I've seen from them.
Do a double check. I mean, we can talk. I mean, we can continue after this call, but just do a double check in your email, check your spam, and look for a Word document, and that has everything in there.